City and West 7th athletes, I hope you all are having a great day. My name is Coach Johnny and I'm here to give you the rundown on your April 23rd, 2020 workout of the day. So if you're here watching this video, you've probably already been in WOD and you've seen that today's workout is 30 minutes of getting outside and doing some form of cardio. All right. Now a lot of you might be like, hey, that's pretty simple. What do we need a YouTube video for this? I'm going to talk to you about your proper warm-up, the importance of a warm-up and why you should be doing it, and then give you a little sample warm-up you can hit up. I'm going to give you 4 or 5 different types and things that you can do today for your workout instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to go run for 30 minutes. Some of us may like that, some may not. I'll give you some different options you can do. And then 3, I'm going to give you the importance of a proper cool down and give you a few different options for a cool down. So let's get right into it. The first thing we want to talk about is our warm-up. A warm-up is very important. Unlike, or just like every other CrossFit workout we do, every workout you do, you should warm your body up. Get your joints moving through a range of motion. Get your blood pumping. Get your lungs breathing a little bit. Get some sweat going, all right? It serves a purpose. It gets our muscles and our body primed to put out at a high intensity. So we don't want to just walk out our front door and start running, all right? I see a lot of people do that at the gym even, or when they go for a run around their house, they're like, all right, I'm going to go out the door, I'm going to start running. Boom. No, we need to prime our bodies. Secondly, we don't want to do a lot of static stretching. And by static stretching, I mean those stretches where we're holding that leg and we're holding it up here, and I'm going to hold it for about 2 minutes, a minute, and then I'm going to swap out and do the other leg. And then I might just reach down and kind of stretch it on out and hold that for a minute or 2. All we're doing in that static stretching is we're actually weakening our muscles. We're lessening what's called their contractile capabilities, all right? Their ability to contract and create force. By stretching them out before working, we're lessening that ability. So we want to do dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretches are the ones that we do in the CrossFit box, all right? If you've done any of our warm-ups, you've done them, where we're getting that blood flow moving. We're getting our heart rate up. We're getting our breathing going. We're breaking a little bit of sweat. This is helping to warm our joints up, move our joints through full range of motion, and to also warm our muscle up, all right? And side note, whether it's 20 degrees or 100 degrees, you need to warm your muscles up. It has nothing to do with temperature, it has everything to do with increasing blood flow into your muscles to get them primed and ready to work out, all right? That's a gym myth that you don't need to warm up when it's warm outside. That's false and that's how you get injured. Always warm up. All right, Johnny's gonna get off his soapbox now. All right, so a proper warm-up for a running day. If I was gonna go out and go running, this is something that I would probably do right here, all right? 30 seconds of high knees. You can do these in place, or you can maybe grab like 30 feet out, 30 feet back. 30 seconds of high knees. We're gonna go 30 seconds of skips, or 30 feet out, 30 feet back. Those skips are really gonna work on opening those hips and staying light on those toes. Then we're gonna go 10 Cossack squats, 5 each direction, really sitting back, really stretching out that inside abductor of the leg. Then we're gonna go chicken walks, all right? We're sending those hips back, bringing them forward. Sending those hips back, bringing it forward, pulling that toe up to my face. Quad stretch, we're gonna hold for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap it out, we're gonna do that 10 times, stretching out those quads, but in a dynamic fashion. And then we're gonna jog. We're gonna go for a little low intensity jog, just working on our running form, staying light on the balls of our toes, that mid-foot strike, all right? And moving through that full range of motion, not going hard, just that light jog. After that light jog, which could be 200, 400 meters or so, we're gonna take a sip of water and we're gonna get our iWatch or what Apple Watch or Garmin or whatever you got, or your phone set up for your run, and then you're gonna go. I do want you to have a little bit of break in between that jog though, and then going into your run, all right? All right, so we got done with the warm up. We know what we're gonna do, we know it's important, and we know we're gonna do dynamic stuff, saving the static for later. couple of different options that we could do. Now we're outside, we're warmed up, ready to go. What do? One, we could do real simple, set a clock for 25, 30 minutes and go run. See how far you can get, see where you can get to. You may have a personal best that you know that you can do in that time. Hit it up, go for it, all right? See if you can maintain a pace for all 30 minutes. See if you can maintain a 7-minute mile pace, a 8-minute mile pace, a 10-minute mile pace, whatever is fast for you. Make it challenging. The other thing you could do, 5K time trial. This is a little different in that you're gonna set a marker of 5,000 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 5K, not 5,000 kilometers, that'd be really too far. 5K, and you're gonna hit that marker regardless of how long it takes you, all right? Some of you may know your 5K time. This might be a good day to test that out to see if you get a PR, all right? So that's another thing you do. We have Murph coming up as well. So, hashtag Murph is coming. We could do some Murph prep work. Murph prep, if I was to program this for someone who said, hey, I really want to get ready for Murph, what I would do is I would go ahead and program them a 1 mile run, rest as long as that first 1 mile took, and then another 1 mile run, trying to maintain the same time, if not beat their time on that second mile. So we run that mile. If it takes 8:05, we rest for 8 minutes and 5 seconds, and we go off on that second mile. If you're gonna wear a vest for Murph, then you wear a vest for that training right there. Really, if you're gonna wear a vest for Murph, you should wear a vest for any of these today to start getting used to running in that vest. All right, the fourth option that we could do is what's called a fartlek run. Now, fartlek, it's kind of a funny word. It's Swedish for interval training. I would equate this to something like an EMOM for us. You do like a 30-minute EMOM, 1 minute fast, 1 minute slow, and just keep alternating back and forth between those. You could also break this down into 30 seconds fast, 30 seconds slow. Whatever way you want to do, keep it even though. Try to keep your fast time equal to your slow time. Don't program 20 minutes of slow work and 10 minutes of fast work, all right? Make it challenging, it's supposed to be tough. That's called a fartlek run. You could Google it. There's a bunch of different options out there for those too, so feel free to Google that and see there's like pyramid schemes you can do with it, there's ladder schemes you can do with it, there's a whole bunch of different things. So that could be a good option if you like that interval style of training. And last but not least, I know a lot of you out there are like, Johnny, really just running, just cardio. And while I will say that yes, you need to have days of just cardio, I don't want you to skip today and possibly come up with some crazy CrossFit workout out of nowhere that isn't, that's gonna completely destroy and tear your body down. So if you really feel the urge to, you can bring that dumbbell outside, that dumbbell that you have, or that kettlebell outside, and you can do every 5 minutes for 5 rounds, 200-meter run, 36 air squats, 200-meter run, 12 dumbbell or kettlebell push press in the right side, 12 dumbbell kettlebell push press in the left side. So the way it'll work, 3, 2, 1, go. You go for that 200-meter run. Ideally, it would be 100 out and 100 back. And then you're going to air squat 36 times. You're going to run 100 out, run 100 back. And then you'll do 12 dumbbell push press in that right side, 12 in that left side. And then you'll rest for the remainder of that 5 minutes. You'll repeat that for 5 rounds total, 25 minutes total. It's a good burner. I did it a few days ago. It really has you gassed. Your ideal pace should be to be finishing sub 4 minutes every round. So you're getting at least a minute of rest every round. If you're not getting that, cut the runs down to 100 meters, 50 out, 50 back, all right? So that's another good option if you want more of a CrossFit-esque style workout, but with running and getting you outside in that sunlight. Last but not least, we're gonna go through the cool down. And I'm sorry, if you see me keep looking at my phone right here, it's to make sure I'm still recording. This is the 4th time I've recorded this video right here. It always cuts off right around this time. So, cool down. It's very important, just like the warm-up. Don't just stop working out and then go inside. All right, don't just stop working out and sit down. The first thing I would do, you get done with that run, you get done with that workout, go for a little 200 or 400 meter walk. Stretch out those legs, get that breathing down, focus on big, deep, heavy breathing, all right? Slow that heart rate down, slow that breathing down. From there, we want to go into our static stretching. That static stretching is where we really want to spend some time in each one of those stretches. Take a minute, 2 minutes, stretching out those quads on each leg. Take a minute, 2 minutes, stretching out those hamstrings right there, sitting on the ground, legs straight out in front of you, reach out, grab those toes and relax. You could even, if you want to get really crazy with this, go onto YouTube and search some relaxing yoga flow and do that for 5 to 10 minutes. If you have access to WOD, do a WOD afterwards, all right? If you have access to WOD, which is another mobility service, do that afterwards. Any of those services or yoga or just some nice, good, slow, static stretching afterwards is going to take those muscles that are all really tight because they've done so many contractions over that period of the run, and it's going to stretch and elongate them out. So that way tomorrow when you wake up, those muscles aren't really tight, they're nice and long. So if you are really, really serious about your recovery, and you should be because recovery is what gets us the gains in the gym, then you should be focused on static stretching, not just after running, but after every single workout that you do, all right? So that's it, y'all. I know it seems simple, 30 minutes, get some cardio in. Doesn't seem that fun, but you can make it as fun as you want it to be with intervals, with Murph training, with bringing a dumbbell outside, with time trials, whatever you want to do. Whatever you do though, please remember to focus on that proper warm-up. I don't want any of you getting injured, and focus on that cool down afterwards. I want you waking up tomorrow not as sore as you would be if you didn't cool down. All right, that's it. Y'all have a great day. I will talk to you and see you all on Friday in the Zoom class. Be ready for another Partner WOD Saturday, 10 a.m. You should definitely join. Last week we had 18 members join up on that Zoom call. It was awesome. We're going to do another Partner WOD this Saturday coming up at 10 a.m. So hopefully I'll see you all there if I don't see you before then. Take it easy.